Welcome into episode 2 of
Are you
season
okay?
2.
This is episode 2, season 2, 2023. I am glad to be here, Jake, and I know you are too, and I can't wait to get this episode rolling.
You seem like you're in a great mood today.
Hell yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm in a great mood.
I ain't cutting that.
I hope you don't cut it. Zach, if you watch this, yes, I did say it. We're going to try something new here. A lot of these sports that we're going to always talk about North Central College sports first. But right here, I think it's a first for us.
The first 2, I think.
The first 2 is a first for us in these sports that, like we said, don't really get enough attention. Now, I'm telling you, North Central sports are dominant. And that's not just on the field, on the court, in the pool, or even in the lanes. But this first group of young men that we're going to talk about are our men's diving swimming team, to be correct. They have been recognized
as the Scholar All-American from they've been the CSCAA Men's Swimming Scholar All-American team. So that pretty much what that means is that the team GPA, grade point average, is above a 3.0 or higher. This year, 19,426 student athletes were recipient across all divisions that received this award. But for the first time since 2014, our men's swimming team has been honored with the Scholar All-America team award. So congratulations to them. This is the 6th time this program has received it, the first being in 1993, and then the last time was in 2014. So, it's a big accomplishment. It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
That just means that,
it's all in the classroom.
We're not only athletes, but we are student athletes.
Books. We love books. And they're a testament to that. Their final dress rehearsal before the CCIW championships begins this February 16th versus Milliken. So hopefully you all tune in and get updates on how they do heading into the CCIW tournament.
Yeah, hopefully they can come away with a CCIW crown, another one this year for all of North Central, because we've countless so far CCIW crowns for North Central. And now we're moving over to another sport that we haven't really shown a lot of love to.
This sport is new too. It's like within the last 2 years.
I believe it is. We haven't really shown a lot of love to it, but we're doing it today. Women's bowling. They went 4-0 at the CCIW quad, so congratulations to them. This was hosted by Illinois Wesleyan, so congratulations to them going 4-0 down there. So another sport that just North Central just added on to the resume, and then now has added on to the dominance of North Central.
Definitely. They have a big 3-day tournament coming up starting February 10th. They will travel down to Lockport, Illinois to be in the Stormflower Classic hosted by Lewis University. So they're going to see a lot of different teams they probably don't see on the usual basis. So this is going to be good competition for them, along with the continue to push them and succeed into this season. I can't wait to continue to keep updated with them and see how things go. So,
well, I know you went bowling last weekend. When was the last time you went bowling before that?
Last time I went bowling before that, it was a while. What's crazy?
Dude, I haven't been bowling in maybe over a year.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But do you know what's really crazy? Did you know I used to bowl in high school?
Did you used to bowl in high school?
I bowled in high school for 2 years. I was on my men's bowling team for 2 years in high school.
Yo, what?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people knew that. I don't talk about it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I was on my men's bowling team for 2 years. I could keep going on lists of things I did in high school, but I was definitely on the men's bowling team, and it was a fun experience. I definitely would love to do it again if North Central had a men's bowling team. Hey, Jake, want to start one?
Dude, I ain't good at bowling. I think the most I ever bowl is maybe a 200, like 200 something, and then like low 200 something. And dude, again, like I said, I don't think I've been bowling in maybe over a year. Don't remember the last time I went bowling.
Yeah, we got to get you outside.
Get me outside, man. You know my schedule coming up here in a couple of months, man. I got 3 days of softball, 1 day of flag football, and I got all this school stuff going on.
You got a lot going on.
I'm about to open up another podcast later on this semester. Like, dude,
you're a busy man. You are a very, very busy man.
You know how, say, like, oh, make your senior year a little easier,
Yeah, you crazy. I would have definitely made my senior year easy. I would have.
I did not. I did not do that. So probably maybe should have, in hindsight, 2020, looking back on it, probably should have done that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But we'll move over to a new. I guess we haven't talked about them. So a new sport here. We have not.
Probably not.
We talked about the women's.
We did talk about the women's.
We talked about the women's. We did not talk about the men's, though. We're talking about men's tennis, as they earned a very big win over Kalamazoo. 7-2 was the final score there for them. The Cardinals, who are number 9th, by the way, just took down the number 8th team, so they will be moving up in the rankings at some point.
Yeah. I'm telling you, North Central sports are on the come up no matter what it is. You got to be on the lookout for it. Continue to impress us as they continue this new season for them. They played a few matches in the fall, but now this is their season. It's their time to shine. So can't wait. Like I continue to say about every sport that I'm going to sit here and talk about, can't continue to wait and see the process they go through this season. They're going to be ups and downs. We already know that. So can't wait. Continue to watch.
Guess who they're taking on next?
Who?
The number 1 ranked team.
Dubs.
University of Chicago. So again, 3-0 so far this season, and they'll be taking on the number 1 University of Chicago. So get forward to looking at an update from that. That is on February 11th. So hopefully we will see what that is, and hopefully we take down that number 1 team. If it's anything like college basketball, that means that there's a rotating at the top of the spot of number 1. So hopefully that is here at men's tennis, and hopefully once North Central can get up there and beat that number 1 team.
Our last program we're going to sit here and talk about. It's a little special for us today because our guest is a part of this program, but not the first one we're going to sit here and talk about. We're going to talk about women's track and field. They shined with 4 wins and a lot of program records. Alexandria Draves finally broke the 18-meter club and once again broke her own school record.
Dude, we talked about this last week, and I was like, just mind blown the amount of records that North Central student athletes right now hold that they're breaking. It's like, oh, they're breaking your program record. It's like, also, it's
did it again. It's mine.
It's my record. I hate to tell you, I broke it again. But yeah, I think it's amazing that you see a bunch of these athletes that are breaking so many records, but they're breaking their own records, just showing how good they are. And I think it also just attests to how good they were, and then how much is better they've gotten over time here at North Central.
This women's team has a lot to prove. They have a lot of people continue to break records back and forth, and it's a lot of improvement. And that's what you want to see in a team like this, especially with it being individually and team-based at the same time. They have another home meet this Saturday, February 11th, for a bunch of more teams to show that they can compete with them. We're going to give you an opportunity to. So can't wait to see that.
No, I can't wait to either. I can't wait to see all of the records that will be broken again. I can't wait to see this team just strive and strive. And we're hoping to that these ladies send down. The whole team to nationals at some point.
Would love it. Would love to see it.
Would love to see it. I know that they got a long way to go before nationals and before at least the indoor championships. They have a whole month until the indoor.
The second week of March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Second weekend of March down in Birmingham, Alabama. So they have
Southern. They going Southern. Oh Jesus.
They have about I'd say just under a month before then. So we're hoping that every lady breaks a record or breaks their PR to get them down into nationals, and then it's just like, oh, there's all the other schools, and then next thing you just see a big wave of Cardinals just walking right on in.
It was that's the whole team.
That's the whole team.
Crazy.
I think that will do it for North Central Corner this week. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to everyone that accomplished, broke some records and stuff for track and field. But I think it's now time for us to get into our special guest today.
That last sport we talked about was track and field, and the athlete we have coming on today is a national runner in the men's 60-meter dash. His personal best in the 55-meter is 6.3 seconds. Personal best in the 60 is 6.83. And in the 200-meter, it is 22.8 seconds. Established new records in both the 55 and the 60. Placed fifth in the 60-meter dash in the NCAA D3 Indoor National Championships. And also received All-American honors. Helped the team win the CCIW Championship. Won the 55-meter in the CCIW Championship. Posted outdoor personal best of 10 seconds and 10 seconds, .48 in the 100-meter dash. Established another legal win condition records for North Central history and finished fourth at the outdoor championship to claim All-American accolades. Won the 100 and the 4x1 meter relay at the CCIW Outdoor Championships and also helped the team win another outdoor championship. Our special guest today, Jamauri Spivery. Well, we're going to go ahead and just state the obvious. We're in a different place today. We had a lot of complications going on, but look, we figured it out and we made time, and we have a special guest today. So I just want to say thank you for coming on today, for me and Jake, Jamauri Spivery. For everybody who don't know, it's going to be a graphic up here. We're a little bit more talking about a little bit later. I don't know. Today's not no sun outside, but hey, I can't be mad at that at all.
No, we're in a new location, so I feel great being in a new location. Jamauri, how you doing today?
Fairly pretty good. Pretty old.
Pretty old?
Wake up every morning, your body aches, but it's another day you grateful for. So I can't really complain about that. So yeah, pretty good.
I'm gonna go ahead and start off this first question. A lot of people don't necessarily know who you are, but they know you as a big track guy after this past season. So I want you to kind of give me a little bit of background of like you at home and like your upbringing a little bit.
So I'm born in Memphis, Tennessee. Moved to Chicago around 2015 with my mom. My mom was a single parent. She had me in high school, so a lot of times growing up was very difficult because my mom was still trying to find herself, getting older, as she was trying to raise me. But life kind of turned out pretty good. Growing up in Chicago, since I moved here, it was just been up and down, really trying to find myself, really trying to understand who I was as a person. It's been a lot of lows more than it's been highs. I'm not really gonna get into a lot of the dark things, that I've been involved with, but, using those times to really, create my character and build my identity is what, transpired me to be who I am today. So it's been a journey, but we still persevere. We still going through it,
You've accomplished so much here at North Central. Especially at that track and field. You're breaking records, I feel like, almost every single week. Which is, we talked about it. Me and Martin talked about it. Talked about how, like, pretty much you're breaking, like, North Central records, but they're your own records at this point. So it's crazy to see that, you've come for so much, and now look at you breaking records and doing all these amazing things. Any struggles since coming to North Central?
Well,
like, within, I guess, because we'll stick with track and field, I guess, within track and field since coming here?
Basically, the main struggle for me is just been trying to translate from playing football to running track. Being a football player, I was so susceptible to being a very strong and aggressive and tight, just very intense guy. Whereas when you go into the track field, it's more so being more relaxed, more just calm and just within yourself. That was one of those things I had to translate, really not to use so much of my aggression, but just be more relaxed. Other than that, I really didn't have that many struggles. I just kind of, for me, it's more so being comfortable with who I am. And I've gotten to a point to where I'm comfortable for being who I am and don't really care what nobody says. And whatever comes with what I give my effort in, that's what I accept, because at the end of the day, you can't really be mad at yourself if you putting it forth 125% effort. So I don't really had no much struggles, really.
Definitely. What is your reason, like what made you come to North Central? Like what brought you here?
So originally I was at another college. I went to Trinity International University. I'm not going to speak bad about this school, but it wasn't really for me.
Is that NAIA?
Yeah.
I believe that's NAIA.
So when I came here, it was just the atmosphere of I first got here for football, is the atmosphere of the family, kind of knit brotherhood that we was kind of accustomed to, the great coaching staff. And then I just went around the city, the downtown, and I'm a foodie. So it's perfect for me to go around and just be able to be, indulge myself in a lot of food. And then just the atmosphere and the campus itself. Just a lot of things that you can do, a lot of things you can evolve in, and just a lot of resources. So, and it's a cool town. So, why not?
I guess because you came here for football, won a national championship. So that'd be pretty cool.
It's pretty
fun.
nice.
I finally got one.
Byron finally got his. What was kind of the decision to, I guess, go from being a two-sport athlete to just being track and field?
Honestly, it was just eligibility. Let's just go with that. But at the end of the day, I actually, one of my first sport was boxing. So before I did anything, football,
Really?
anything,
Boxing?
I was a boxer. Yeah,
You wanted to be Floyd?
I was more of a competitive boxer. I did Golden Glove tournaments, stuff like that growing up. But then I moved to track. So track was my second sport. I didn't play football till high school. So football was kind of like that last sport that I really got into. I only played it because of my grandmother when she passed away in 2008. That wasn't her favorite sport, so I played it in remembrance of her. But track was one of those things that I can be able to really hone in on and be like, I need to challenge myself more. Football, I slip up one time, but I got guys behind me that can pick up the slack. Track is that.
It's individual.
So when going from being from two sport to one sport, I really, as I move forward into my life getting older, I really wanted to find that niche for me to challenge myself more. And track was that perfect thing for me to really see how much I got in me and how much I was willing to put into life. So yeah.
So you talked about the football team of the bonding aspect and the familyhood. What do you say about the bonding with the track and field team?
Same thing. We always preach, even though we all do individual sports. So people got this bad perspective on track is how we always just one person. We just individualize. Yes, we have these individual races, but when you at practice, you running with your teammates. You challenging yourself. That's how we get better. We encourage each other. When we're not running our races, we're supporting the other people running out. For me, I don't do distance, but our distance club is one of the best in the country. And when they doing their distance races, I'm cheering them on, running up and down the sideline, making sure they good. It's intense. And that family culture that we bring is what prepares us to be better. So if we got that motivation from our teammates, we all come together, we all support one another. When you go to those individual races, you have the support, you feel that support, and it makes you do better. So it's the same thing. It's just not as super close as we was in football, but it's definitely still there. Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, yeah, I guess that preconceived notion is always there with track, just because you think, the sprinters are with the sprinters, the long distance with long distance, and then all the field with their sort of groups and everything like that. Were you always just a sprinter, or did you do any sort of other events in track and field?
Nah, just sprinting.
Just sprinting?
High school I did long jump. But I got bad knees, man.
Yeah.
Does that come with OH?
Cover old age, football injuries, man, stuff like that. But yeah, I did jumped it out, but I'm more so of a sprinter because of my power and explosion. And plus, I was too big. I wasn't doing that many. I was short sprint. I get to point A, point B, and I'm done.
I was gonna say, I did. So I did track and field in middle school, and that's really nothing. But I mean, just did track and field in middle school, and I did the 100, the long jump, the 4x100, and the 200.
Oof.
And you were a runner.
Yeah, some long days. Bro.
And then I remember there was one event where they needed me to do the 4x4.
Absolutely not.
I had to do the 4x4.
Oh, that's
for one
a no,
event.
100%.
I had to do it once. as a sprinter, right? So I got off the block. I just took off, right?
Yeah, you crazy.
Yeah, I got
You
to
gotta pace
to
yourself.
turn 3. Everyone started catching up to me, and I was like, next thing you know, I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I'm dead last. Like, holy shit. Yeah, no, it's a little bit difficult.
See, when I used to do track and field, I was only a field event. This gut right here, you would never catch me running. I'm sorry.
It's not bad, bro. It's not bad.
I guess to speak on a little bit, just because his name is everywhere, Alcarius. His name is a little bit everywhere.
That's the GOAT.
He is. He's won his own award for so long too.
That's crazy.
I guess when you first got into track and field, I guess because I believe he was still around the program, like as a coach. Could you speak about how like Alcarius has had the impact on maybe you or just everything involved with track and field since you've
So
been
that
here?
family notion I just mentioned basically started with him. Before every races, every meet, every competitions in our meetings, he preached about this is a family team. This is no one person doing whatever. This is a family thing, and when Al Carey speak, you shut up and listen. Like that man is so respected, but he walks with such grace and elegance that you just have to you just want to listen to him. So because I came in around before Grammy left, so it was him and Grammy that they really took me under the wing and really just kind of molded me from just listening to their speeches when they talk.
Oh yeah.
He's a phenomenal person and great man, and sometimes I aspire to be like that. Especially living. The man is still out here running and going at his age.
I see him at 6 o'clock in the morning and football lifts. I'll be like,
if that's not inspiration, I don't know what is. I'm trying to be at that age and still be able to move like that.
Oh, yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, because for baseball, we've had him speak for
We had him speak this
countless
year.
amount of years for a little bit. He came to our baseball banquet a couple years ago, gave a speech on all of his stories, and he went way over time. But
he loves that though.
but I don't think anybody cared. That was the thing. Everyone just was listening. It was great. And then when we had baseball morning practices, he'd be out there running too. And I remember being as a freshman, dude, that's crazy. I just could not see myself that age doing that.
I'll be at that age sleep somewhere. I ain't moving at 2 p.m.
So our next question goes into more so you're racing. What goes through your mind leading up to a race? Nothing.
You gotta think. For me personally, overthinking can be the worst that you can do in track. The work's been done throughout the week. Track practice is way harder than the track meets. Think about this. I run short sprints, okay? We do so much work through the week just for me to want to run 2 races under, the 60 meter, under 7 seconds. Then I'm done. There's no time to be thinking.
Right.
You just got to trust the process of what the coaches put you through and trust your ability. That's why I said earlier is I don't really care. I don't really have no more struggles. I don't think about nothing because at the end of the day, I know the work that I've put in. And if, I feel short, I figure out where I failed at and I pick up on it and improve. But I trust the work that I've put in to the fact that whatever I put on that track, I'm cool with. Of course I'm gonna be a little agitated if I lose a race or I didn't get a time. I'm human. Everybody's gonna be a little upset
100%.
if you fall sort of the certain standards that you set for yourself. But I'm not necessarily looking at it as I defeated myself. I look at, okay, I got things to work on. So when I'm ready for a race, I got my music. I always gotta have music. Kind of just zone out everything, block out the distractions, and just kind of just hone in on just boom. Before my races, I just kind of repeat the patterns of my technique, stuff like that. And then before I'm at the race, everything goes out my head. Because at this point, it's just time. You just go run.
Do you have a pre-meet snack or anything, or something that you're constantly doing before every meet?
I do have. I don't know about a snack. I do have a meet routine though. Every morning, I make sure I eat some type of breakfast. Usually got to include bacon. Bacon not in there.
Bacon.
I'm be upset. I gotta have some fruit. I'm a big blueberry guy.
Okay.
I like blueberries. Good antioxidants, but I always gotta have some type of fruit, bacon, and whatever else. Then I gotta get my playlist right. I just kind of just shuffle through my Apple Music, just see what I got. Pack my bags, make sure I double check. Then I do a quick yoga session, good meditation, just kind of just center myself. Because any athlete will tell you, and you guys know, the night before you got a competition, you just super anxious.
Yep.
And then even when you wake up, it's like, man, it's
Still, you're
that
anxious.
day. You're still a little anxious. So I try to center myself. I get some yoga on the TV, meditation. I kind of just sit and kind of just close the blinds in my crib and just breathe out. Get to the track, music in. I might laugh, joke with a couple people just to recenter myself again. Get a couple laughs in, kind of just ease the tension. And then it's go time. Other than that, I don't really. That's pretty much it. I just trust what I do. I do my warm up, stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of like my pre-race stuff.
So no specific song, just any song?
Nah, man. I'm so versatile to listen to music. I can go from listening to Morgan Wallen to Adele to Social Repulse, which is like a rock group, to I'm listening to Herb or Lil Baby, or like. It just depends on my mood. I love music. Sometimes I warm up to R&B, like old school 90s, 80s R&B. Like I might put on some Keith Sweat. I don't know. Like it's just how I feel. It's just for me. It's the feeling that I get before I run, and I just kind of just shuffle through whatever beat or something that catches me, or melody. You're gonna rock out to it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I guess to kind of speak with that whole like meditating and that mental sort of preparation for a race, have you I guess because I said you don't have any struggles, but do you struggle a little bit before with mental stuff like prepping for a race?
Absolutely. That's why I meditate.
Yeah.
This is that right there is track is more mentally exhausting than it is physically. Yeah, you got the run and the quick twitch muscles. The track physically is so many little things that you don't even know about. Like I'm still learning about quick twitch fibers and muscles and stuff like activation drills. But at the end of the day, bro, think about this. You running, you practicing, you going to these meets, you hitting the same times. Or you not hitting the times that you seen other people like running, let's say for a 60, a fast time would be like a 6.7 or a 6.6. And you running 6.9, 6.9, 6.9, 6.9. You just like, bro, it eats at you. Honestly, like people would try to say, I'm not affected by results. Yeah, you're lying.
Right.
You're human. Yeah, mentally, I struggle with accepting the fact that there's always going to be someone better than me. I'm not perfect. Yeah, of course I want to be the greatest sprinter to ever grace North Central or just in D3 history. Yes, of course I want to go be a professional sprinter. But at the end of the day, I just got to do what I got to do and trust who I am and just go forward. Yeah, of course I hit some times I'm like, bro, that's not me. Of course I get to practice, I come out the blocks, like that was a terrible block section. Or I'm just like, bro, I can't get it. Like, it eats at you because it's you. All eyes on you. And you got to think to yourself, is that you going to let those things weigh you down or you going to use that to improve? I'm still struggling, but back to what I said, I've been doing a lot of techniques and strategies to help me with my mental.
So you've kind of figured it out, like, okay, these things help me, this doesn't help me throughout the years.
Not necessarily figured it out, but I am figuring it out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's still days, bro. Honestly, you just sit there and I'm like, am I any good than I think I am? Yeah, I got the records and stuff, but like, that's past stuff. I did that last year. I'm trying to go beyond that. A lot of people be so stuck in living what they did in the past that they stuck in this plateau in the present and can't get nowhere in the future. I live in the present. Every time I step in practice, I step in training. If I'm not doing something good at the end of the day, at that certain point in time, I don't care what I did last year. I don't care what I did in the past. So yeah.
As a team and as an individual, what do you say, like, maybe not even your top 3, but like top 2 goals that you want to like capture this season?
National championship. That's number 1. That should be the first thing on anybody's mind. National championship. I don't care about no records. I don't care about nothing. The thing that brings me most joy, especially for me, I always been type of leader, mentor type guy. Growing up as a kid, having my siblings under me, I always raised them as well. But with these freshmen, these sophomores, juniors, come, especially me being one of the oldest on the team, I'm pretty sure I'm the oldest on the team. National championship. Myron, you just experienced your first national championship. How did you feel? It was ecstatic, right?
I can't even put it into words.
My goal is to I got all Americans. I got medals. I got trophies. I got all this accolades, but national championship. Mm-hmm. If seeing these young sprinters see that this is what I can be, that's good with me. So for me personally, it's to get a national championship so the program can evolve. We can bring more people in, so those freshmen and sophomores can see like I can get here.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, bro, you gonna see them smile and happy, bro. They gonna cry. They gonna like that's an incredible feeling. So one national championship, and then for me, if I'd be lying if I don't mention this. I want to break some more records. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I want to break some more records. I want to solidify myself as a very predominant sprinter in Division III, and hopefully go on and try to be like nationally with it. Like go on some pro circuits. I'll be lying if I don't mention that. That's always a goal. But number one, definitely a national championship. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Do you know how far you off of the Division III record?
Couple tenths of a second.
Couple tenths of a second?
Yeah. And people see that like, oh, that's not enough. That's not a lot. Man,
no, that's a lot.
A second in track, a millisecond in track is a lot.
Really?
That is the difference between you here and somebody here. And this is the finish line. That's a second right here. That's a millisecond right there. That's a lot.
Like they outlast can pass it before you do, and literally they win.
It's
like,
insane.
So crazy.
That's why I'm telling you, it's more mentally draining than it is physically.
It's crazy.
But I'm almost there though. Almost there.
Have you been close, like in practice?
Yeah. Like we've been doing a couple like fly tests, and I've been blowing it out the water. Like we're running like 10 yards in 0.96 seconds. 20 yard. I think yesterday I hit it at 1.98 in 20 yards. So usually you want to smash it. So like a second every 10 yards. So I hit 20 yards in 1.98. So it was pretty good session. But it took a lot of tries to get to that one.
I was gonna say
it was like I was hitting like 204, 201, 199, and I ended the session at 198. I was like, yeah, I'm good, I'm done. But yeah, I'm getting close, bro. It's getting to me. I'm getting there.
So I had this conversation with Myron a little bit, and at least in my mindset of just being outside of track and field, have been in it for a while. When you talk about like breaking records or surpassing certain goals and milestones throughout the season, do you want to pass those goals and milestones towards the end of the season, like when you get closer to CCIW championships, when you get closer to those nationals and everything, or would you want to break those earlier in the year?
Nah. So our philosophy and our program, we peak towards the end of the season where it really matters. Okay. You think about it. National championship is where everything is on the line. Conference championship is when everything is on the line. I want to peak towards those times where it's gonna matter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I would rather break a record. Let's say I got to meet before the CCIW championship. Break it there or break it at the championship. That is where everything needs to be pulled together. The national championship, well, you got to put your best foot forward there. I don't want to peak too early and then now I'm declining. So I say beginning of the season, I'm just shooting up fast numbers. And then towards nationals, I'm just going like this. I would rather start like an airplane. I'm going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I have one more question before we get into maybe rapid fire a little bit. Well, I believe we have one more after that. But is there anybody throughout the past couple years that maybe you're trying to catch either that you've raced against, or someone that maybe is still maybe haunting you a little bit? Like I know I'm faster than him. I know I can beat him.
I'm not saying I'm faster than anybody. That wouldn't be right, because sprinting, the field of track and field, or just competition, anybody can have a day. Mm-hmm. So, but I got a list of people that I've raced against. Because people don't know, bro, D3 is we compete with D1 and D2 people. We have people that's faster. I think I've ran faster than some D2, D1 people. I have people that's like right now. This guy Sam Buskowski. He go to University of Wisconsin lacrosse.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That man is bad.
He's fast.
That man is bad. My boy JP Vault. He go to Central. That man is bad.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people. A couple guys from University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. Then some of them my boys. My boy from Matt Fleming and my boy DJ from Benedictine. Bad. I could go on and on and on and on, man. Like, it's crazy. My man from Rowan, Beasley, Jay Beasley, man. It's I could go on, man.
Yeah.
It is not that it's haunting me. It's nothing that's. It's just like those guys are consistently
Hitting numbers.
there.
Right.
And when I go to nationals, it's the same people. Same people. And those people are. That's me. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to be at the level where I'm as consistent as them, and we can. But they also help me get better.
Right.
We help each other. I mean, the first time they seen me, I was like big. I'm bigger than mostly everybody on the track field. But like they see me, like, bro, what in the world? And they was like, and they came up to me. I never forget it. JP walked up to me like, bro, you is too big to be moving. But it's crazy because we compliment. Even though we competitors. We compliment each other. We text each other on social media. We hit up, man, let's get it. I want to see you at nationals. Those the guys that I'm constantly like, man, if I'm at practice, that's who I'm racing against. Mm-hmm. The top of the top. And that's what you want to do. Top of the top. When we was practicing for football, we gonna beat those Mount Unions, those Whitewaters, those Wheatons. You know, I don't know nothing about baseball, but I'm pretty sure when you practice, you thinking about getting to those top teams that have been there, that have won that. Same thing with track. Those people that been a national champion sprinting, that's been to nationals every day, that's been had those All-Americans. Those are the guys you really want to model yourself, not really model yourself, but really challenge yourself to kind of get past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So you keep up with those guys' numbers every weekend.
Absolutely.
Or something like that, and try to figure
I'm always looking. Every day we got this thing called T-Fers. And it's like you look at all the times and the meets. Man, I look at that every day. What we run this weekend? When we have meets, I'm checking. What you run this week? Oh my God! Like Jesus!
We in the same heat?
I'm like, all right, cool. I got some work to do. That's how I look at it. Basically, it's just I gotta just keep working. So.
Definitely. Right before we get into rapid questions, this is the last question for you. You touched on it just a little bit. What is life looking like after college?
I'm in grad school, man. This is
you're done.
This is crazy. Right now, though, it's a constant movement of things. Working a full-time job, paying bills, I live on my own, balancing grad school work, balancing a life. Practice. It's just there, moving around. But I find joy in it. I found joy because coming from where I come from, you don't really see too many people that can be able to afford it. I have a bachelor's degree. I got homies that wish they was in college. Yeah. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm about to work towards my master's. I have a full-time job, a good paying job. I can pay for bills. I live on my own. I can cook. I can move around freely. Life now is, it's stressful. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I wouldn't want to have it any other way. And then moving on, try to, really just try to make it somewhere in track. But if not, I got my degrees to back up on me and just really just keep progressing in life and, developing and being a better me, pretty much. Yeah.
Coaching?
Not at all.
No, you don't think yourself as a coach?
I don't see myself as a coach. I see myself as like somebody that gives advice or a mentor. I definitely will be in that position to help people, like reaching out. Like I might go to some practices to kind of give some advice. But I won't see myself as a coach. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say it's out of the picture, but for now, I'm definitely not thinking about coaching. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, so we have a couple rapid fire questions here.
Let's get it. Okay.
The first one I'm going to ask is Memphis or Chicago?
Memphis. Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
How did I know you asked that question?
I'm not even going
Our minds think alike. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. You see me, man? Come on, man. There's melanin here, bro.
Bulls or Grizzlies?
Grizzlies. Bulls suck. I love it.
I can't deny that. I can't deny that.
Man.
Socks or Cubs?
Socks. I grew up on the south side.
There we go.
On the south side.
There we go. I'm tired of these damn Cubs fans we bring on the show.
You big into music, so country or rap?
Depends on my mood.
Depends on the mood.
Depends on my mood. Hey, if I get out the shower and I get that country going. I'm heartbroken, you know what I'm saying? Get that, yeah, man, yeah. But but if I had to choose one, it'd be rap.
It'd be rap.
The flow is different. Yeah.
So if you would prefer this, would you prefer a day meet or a night meet?
Day meet. I need my night to recover. Night meet. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
All right. Last show you binge watch.
Ooh, Burn Notice. It's a show called Burn Notice. So it's like an old show that came on. It's about this spy. He got burned from the CIA. They like relocated him, kicked him out the agency. He's in Miami. It's decent. I love FBI spy shows. That's me.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big FBI spy guy. Yeah.
So like maybe NCIS or anything like that?
No. Like Criminal Minds.
Oh, okay.
Like NCIS, CSI. Just no. I would do like FBI Most Wanted. I would do Criminal Minds. I used to watch this show called Elementary, which is about Sherlock Holmes. I'm very big in solving mysteries and stuff like that. I love stuff like that. Yeah.
Deep dish or thin crust?
I'm not a pizza guy at all.
Really?
Interesting.
No, you would never hear me say, you know what sounds good? Pizza. Never. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. Absolutely not. Pizza is overrated. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
You putting ketchup on a hot dog?
Yeah, that's what I was
I don't
asking.
eat hot dogs.
Oh,
You don't use
Jesus.
You ever seen how the hot dog made? If you watch a video of how a hot dog made, then you tell me if you want to eat it afterwards.
Yeah, I will not be looking it up because you're going to make me not want to eat a hot dog.
Exactly.
I'm going to just
I'm going
continue
to get
to
a lot of hatred from this.
No, that is a TikTok moment.
Favorite player growing up?
What sport?
Any sport.
Let's go basketball. Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook growing up, athletic,
Dog.
Yeah.
aggressive. He get a lot of hatred.
I think
Now he does.
Doingly so.
Yeah.
But you can't mad. That man was you step on the field. He just his effort is what attracted me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The seeing him, that man hustled everywhere. Football, Ray Lewis, Adrian Peterson. I put him tanking that. I modeled my game after Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, Von Miller together, and Adrian Peterson if I had to choose an offensive player.
Okay.
Ray Lewis and Von Miller was who I modeled my game after. Ferociousness, tenacity. Adrian Peterson, man, come on, man. You coming from an injury, basically tearing your whole knee apart to winning the MVP offense. Come on, man. That's different right there. That's different.
Crazy.
Boxing, Mike Tyson. UFC, Iceman. Iceman or John Bones.
I was gonna say John Jones making a comeback too.
Bones is my guy, but Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Whew. I don't watch baseball. Sorry.
That's all
I
right.
ain't gonna lie, baseball.
Not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people
pretty
do.
boring. That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. All right.
All right. One teammate you would give the aux cord to.
Did you say would or would not?
Would.
Would.
I got football or track.
Either one.
Either one. Track. You don't really blast music like that. Everybody got their headphones in.
Okay.
Everybody's when you warm up, and then when you compete, you can't really have your headphones in. Football. Darius Bird. Darius Bird was my dude. He locker room crazy. Him or Gerard. I give. Yeah.
All right, then. One teammate you would not give the aux to.
That's a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Anybody else on the D line? Besides me and Meyer.
Okay. I was going to say, you got to clarify this one.
Besides me and Meyer.
You know what song popped in my head?
What?
You got to put your hands up. You
that
waving
right
that
there.
song.
That right there. How am I supposed to get ready? How am I supposed to get ready to go put somebody's head in the turf? And we got
Miley Cyrus.
Party and Miley Cyrus playing. Come on, man.
That's hilarious because, at least for like baseball, so I coach a baseball team.
Yeah.
I've been coaching for about like 5 years, and I've been coaching this team this will be my 4th year with them. They were 15, 16. I was like, all right, I brought a speaker everywhere I go. I go, all right, make the playlist. I threw them my phone, threw them Spotify, and they started making a playlist. They start playing. They bring the speaker out there. They haven't hit play yet. They hit play when they started warming up. The first song was Baby by Justin Bieber.
See what I'm saying?
And I was like, all right, okay, what's next? Like, I hope the changes, right?
Please give
no,
me
Taylor Swift came on,
what I'm saying?
and Miley
Oh,
Cyrus
no.
came on.
See, like
Dude,
those songs are something I listen to at home.
Or a party.
No, not really a party. Well,
Certain parties.
certain songs, yeah. But like when I'm at home cooking, cleaning, yeah, I throw me a little pop on.
Yeah.
A little nice, that's a good vibe. But like if I'm about to go on a football field.
Oh, no.
And I'm finna go put my shoulder pad in somebody's chest. And I need to get, my adrenaline is not rushing for somebody saying, for Katy Perry fireworks. I don't get it. It's a great song, but I don't feel the adrenaline to pump through my veins when I'm about to go put somebody through the turf.
That is
You know what I'm
hilarious.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's hilarious. All right, last question here. Island question. You're stranded on an island, stranded on a deserted island. What are 3 things you're bringing?
A journal. Can my journal include a pencil, or is that separate?
I'll include that.
We'll
I'll
allow it, yeah.
I'll include
A
that.
journal, you always got to document stuff.
Okay.
Bro, you never know like the stories you can tell from that.
Have not heard that yet.
Definitely a journal. I love to read and write. Definitely a journal. Give me a blanket.
Okay.
I need a blanket.
That's a different.
I don't
It's
care.
different, but it's kind of the same as one of our other answers.
I'm
Yeah, we
definitely
got
getting the
it.
blanket.
Okay.
I'm very handy with my hands, so I don't really need tools. I can create stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm not making a straw blanket. I can get cold. I need a blanket. And then my last thing. I don't know. That's a tough question. Cause on the island, bro, if there's like rocks and sticks and stuff, I can make a fire. I can go fish. I can create a stick to go fish. I can create a hammock. I can create a tent. I'm very good with my hands. But I don't really need. You can't use a phone. There's no service out there.
Yep.
I guess I would have like one of them little game things that don't really need like a charger or nothing.
The ones you like play with and it's like in water.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but I know what you're
I
talking
have
about.
no idea. Wait, what?
It's like it's like a little portable game thing. You don't need a batteries, nothing like that. You just mess with like an Etch-a-Sketch or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something to just keep me occupied.
Gotcha.
You know, like something to keep me occupied, like a little game, maybe a football, whatever. I don't know. A blanket and a journal. Everything else I can survive.
You want to know what one of our last guests said?
What?
They said they're going to bring their bed.
A bed?
Yes.
No.
An entire bed.
Of course not.
You said I like my sleep, so I'm gonna bring a bed.
See, I only said a blanket because
That's why I said it was kind of like the same
Nah,
thing.
it ain't the same thing. I would bring a blanket because like I said, I can create a campfire. I know how to make my own little bed, little tent, little something like I want to feel like I'm stranded. But at the end of the day, bro, I get cold. On the island, it get cold at night, and I don't want to be sleeping under no leaf, no big giant leaf or a straw blanket. I'm still cold. I need to be warm, so I'm going with a blanket.
I do have a question.
What's up?
You brought up Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Are you ready for March 3rd?
36 songs? It's crazy.
36 songs.
Absolutely.
Last out. I can't wait.
Hey,
I'm a
look.
huge Morgan Wallen fan,
His
so I can't
last
wait.
album?
Hey, my favorite
No, it's just
song.
his next studio
My favorite
album.
song, Band-Aid on the Bullet Hole.
Ooh,
That's my song right there.
that's a good song.
I don't think I've heard that.
Man, you never heard that song?
I don't
I
think
need
so.
you to go listen to that.
All right, after this interview, I will.
Band-Aid on a bullet hole. Man, come on now.
Yeah,
That's that
I
song
can't
right
wait
there.
for it. I can't wait for it. But anyways, thank you.
For
Thank you
sure.
so much for
Thank
coming
y'all for
on.
having me, man. Y'all really got my juices flowing. Good, man. I appreciate that.
I got nothing else. Myron, you got nothing else?
I don't have anything else.
It's time to end it, I guess.
And that's a wrap.